Hey guys, welcome to another edition of What Not to Do Wednesdays. I am COO and contributor Gary Campbell. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this segment, I talk about what not to do, not just on Wednesdays, but in general business. I like to use examples of what myself and my partner did when we were first doing some business ventures. So let's dive right into today's topic, which will be failing to plan. So here we go. Alright guys, so the first point is failing to plan is planning to fail. So what that means is if you do not take the time to put the structures or put the exact strategy in place, you're pretty much asking for failure. You're pretty much planning to fail without planning at all. So an example of this is my partner and I. I've made reference to this in earlier videos. We did a cryptocurrency fund, and that was our plan. And we started off, specifically cryptocurrency. We got hooked on the idea of all the coins that were coming out. And as we proceeded to do that, it was going very well. We actually were up 120% 1 month, as I mentioned before. And then we were up at 40,000 one day, 25,000 the next. It was all over the place. And we knew if we wanted to have any type of legitimate fund that we would have to make it less volatile. So what we did is, we didn't even take time to strategize after that. We just kind of started throwing stuff against the wall, see what would stick. So we proceeded to get into real estate, stocks, commodities, and other private lending. Now some of these did well for us, like private lending. There's some companies that do it. It's automated. It's not very difficult. But commodities, we just went out and bought some platinum. Really no plan there, and we ended up getting hit pretty hard. So the first point is failing to plan is planning to fail. So let's go to point number 2. Alright guys, so the second point is if that you do have a plan in place, it is 100 times easier to recover if you do have a setback. So back to the example of the fund that we started. Once we realized that we had to diversify, we feel like we needed to scramble because literally 5 minutes could go from 10% to negative 20%, vice versa. So we rushed it and we proceeded to put our money, like I said, into those things about commodities, real estate, stocks, without doing much research beforehand or finding the right teammates to do that with. So whenever we did do that, it really didn't solve the problem. It actually made it worse. So if we had strategized, hey, if cryptocurrency isn't going to be what we need to do, and had a backup plan, it would have been much easier to implement rather than just, like I said, throwing stuff to the wall, seeing what sticks. So if you have a plan in place, then if you do fail or have a setback, it'll be 100 times easier to recover from that. So let's go to point number 3. All right guys, so my third point is how did we fix this? So by the time we had put all our money away and we had diversified in a good way, we noticed that we still hadn't solved the problem. So that's when we sat down at that point and we liquidated everything. And when we liquidated everything, we had to cut a loss, and we put together a plan from there how to allocate the funding. So that's how we solved our problem. It wasn't the most conventional way, but it was kind of the situation that we were in. So I would really hope that you would plan out what your specific venture is very carefully before you attack it head on, and have backup plans, because if you don't have something to fall back on, you are asking, like I said, if you don't plan, you're planning to fail. So just keep those 3 points in mind. If you want to shoot me a DM to find out more about the story, feel free to. You can add me on Instagram. If you like this video and you want more in-depth content, more info, or you want to become a HOTspot member, be sure to check out hotspoton59.com, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.